Hello everybody, this is Exalted Pancake, and I've, over the past month or so, my channel has grown a lot, as most of you could probably tell, and I just want to go over some future plans for my channel. But first I want to take the step to thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers and so on. I've certainly not paid it back by the looks of my upload schedule, but I'm going to try to get back into that habit. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about some plans I have. So getting back into it, probably the first thing I'm going to do is finish the no preset gear challenge for entry point. The scientist blueprint, it looks possible, but it's really difficult, and I have been trying over the past week or so to try and get that done. Mainly the problem with it is mathematically I only have 5 seconds if I take out 7 of the guards, and if I take out Falcon, that's like remotely 0 before they're on their radios. However, after killing them one time, I actually noticed that they weren't on their radios, but I actually accidentally used the thumper on the door and killed someone, so that was just an RNG issue. Despite this though, again, it's looking relatively possible, and I'll be attempting that a while now. And moving on to the next thing I want to talk about. Again, with the no preset gear challenge, the lake house, yeah, I kind of have no reasonable blueprint that would make that possible. The first thing I forgot to mention in the skylight potential for it was I've actually not found no way to actually get out of the house once we're in it. And despite even getting into it, I've had multiple comments telling me how either anti-cheat will kick us out, or how even wall hopping past the invisible walls to get to it is impossible. So that's the only real thing I don't know what to do, and I'll look into that more. If you guys have any theories or anything about that, please comment down below. It'll help me very much. Once I'm done with the no preset gear series, I'd probably move on to Big Tower Tiny Square 2 or Dave Microwave Games speedrunning. Mainly, I kind of been getting bored of Entry Point. Not to say that it's a bad game or anything, it's just I've been playing it a lot on and off lately. However, once I am done with speedrunning those games, I might come back to Entry Point and maybe make a gunless challenge. See how that would go. The main thing I want to do for Big Tower Tiny Square 2 is make a task for it. Recently, I've tried to make a task using Ubuntu on Linux. That didn't go so well because a lot of things just weren't working out. Some of it wouldn't run. Yeah, essentially, Ubuntu is a Linux emulator, and using Linux, I can run something called libtasks, which is tools made for Linux. And I don't have Linux; I have Windows, so I need a Linux emulator. And using Ubuntu, I can do that. However, Ubuntu hasn't seemed to work for me. Either if it's just not downloaded correctly, or if it's just not opening right. I don't know, but I've watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube on how to get it to work, and none of those have just worked out for me. So I'll try that again, maybe. And after I make a task for that game, essentially the stars align, and I can make any task I want for any web game that I want to. So I can also do the rest of the Big Tower Tiny Square series, along with maybe a couple others. Yeah, the task community would probably be pretty shocked at that, because it's commonly known that web games, unless they have like a downloadable version, are impossible to task just because they're on websites. But now that can be fixed with this discovery. So with the Dave Microwave Games, I was thinking about finding out if debug mode was on any of his other games. So naturally, what anyone would do is download every single one of his games to see if debug mode actually is in there. Some of the exe files actually weren't opening, so I'll try to re-download them and find them out, but probably not going to do this until after I make the task. After this, I might make one video full of just redos of the no preset gear challenge, just on legend difficulty. I've been getting a lot better at the game, and I've learned also a lot from I forget his name. I'll probably throw it up, but I've learned a lot from his videos, and I think I'm ready to tackle some of them no preset gear actually, but I'll probably want to get done with the challenge first before I actually go with them. And then the next challenge, the one that I mentioned earlier in this video, is the gunless challenge. I'm gonna be completely honest, I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to do any of these, but I've had a few in mind, like Black Dusk. Like that one would be pretty easy because we're provided with a gun in the beginning. But others like the Black Sight, those have also guns provided in them, but not till later in the level. So it probably would be like effectively a no disguise challenge to get that gun and then beat the map. In this challenge, what I was thinking is that we could use gear, and we don't have to go perkless, mainly because that sparked a lot of controversy, which I'll get onto later, and probably not need to play on legend difficulty. A lot of people already have verified that it's possible to beat the entire map even without a disguise. What we're trying to do is just go gunless and then knock someone out, get a disguise, that type of stuff. One of the major controversies inside of the no preset gear challenge was the rule against perks. Not necessarily the fact that people pointed me out on using some perks in some of my two most recent videos, but the main thing is we play on the legend rule set of the game, which requires level 40, right? Now, if some level 40 player playing for their first time probably noticed the skills tab and probably plays on legend with the skills tab at level 40. So I wanted to leave this up to you guys. So I made a poll with 4 answers about future challenges. I won't be removing it from the no preset gear challenge, but for any future challenges like gunless, just for the future, about perks, because I know those are sometimes a disagreed topic upon. So my reasoning behind the 4 main points I brought up are as follows. Any perks allowed for any difficulty is pretty self-explanatory. You can use any perks up to 75 of them, because I don't want pay to win. And the second reason would be only 40 perks on legend, because you need level 40 to play legend difficulty, and if we want to keep that rule set, then that would be 40 perks. Any perks allowed but on legend, pretty self-explanatory also. We can use any perk up to 75 of them, but only on legend. And the final option, which is again pretty self-explanatory, no perks allowed, which under no necessary circumstance should we have any perks used in these challenges. However, there's something that isn't necessarily considered perks, but this is also kind of a topic that people kind of overlooked. It's the 4 classes. Entry Point has 4 main classes: the Hacker, the Thief, the Mercenary, and the Juggernaut. And each one of these provides their own set of tools. So, like a Hacker, you'd be able to hack, get Keycard Scrambler. Thief, you get a lockpick, and you also have to be a safe crack. The Engineer, you'd unlock C4 and 40% speed penalty removed with armor. And a Mercenary, which I think only adds, correct me if I'm wrong, sprint speed and also 2 weapon mastery perks allowed. The one I'm going to choose for no preset gear is Mercenary, mainly because you can do anything else except for sprinting, like walking, crouching, crawling. You can essentially do a lot of other things to get away from guards who are looking at you, so sprinting isn't really that bad of a thing. And 2 weapon mastery perks. When are we ever going to use 2 weapons in no preset gear challenge, unless it's like sniper mastery or something? But again, that's for perks. But I'm not really going to use mastery, since a gun is a gun, gun shoot, gun kill people. And before I end this video off, I wanted to thank you guys so much for the support. I mean, in the middle of November, I had 64 subscribers, and now by the 13th of January, I have 122, and that just is like a really huge number to me, just because a lot of my content is more like short, and it I just didn't expect it to blow up that much, and I just want to thank you guys so much for it. And I also want to thank you guys for your patience. Recently, my power supply exploded, but I've also been just kind of chilling around during Christmas break and stuff. I have been doing The Scientist a lot, and I plan to continue doing The Scientist. But I'm going to upload some more videos other than that, mainly because of its difficulty. I can't find a consistent way to get it. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.